sat for a week. I've put it on top of Mark's big 3D printer because it's sat for a week in shape, shall we say. It's starting to sit a little bit better because if you've put your magnets in, they might not even catch too well at the moment, but they will. As soon as we put these bits in and put the books in, you'll find that the whole thing just kind of, it's just a shell at the moment. So I'm quite happy with the way this is sitting now. I wasn't too sure last week, but I'm much happier now. Well, being lazy on the couch is all right, Karen, but what are you drinking? Yeah, we had ice cream, Mel. We had salted caramel Magnum, which was very nice. It was really nice, wasn't it? It was. Cool. Right, so tonight what I want to do is finish decorating. We've got the bottom and the back to do, and we have got the rest of the inside. So we've got these bits to do, and we've got this bit to do, and then I want to decorate these up and put these into our book as well. So, you know, we're getting there. That is the plan. No, Faith, it's fine. Because when I very first made this, that was exactly the problem that I had, but now it all works exactly like it should. I don't know why. Mark could probably tell you why, but no, it all works good. It just kind of needs time to, you know, to you see, this didn't work when I first did it, but it does now. I think having the books in it is what pushes it out and makes it all work. Yeah. Tickety boo. Clickety. Oh, clickety boo. Yes, very good. Yeah, I realised the difference on mine, Shelby. I was trying to figure out why it looks so different, and the thing is, I haven't inked my edges. That's why. So there we go. Right. So, like I said, I'm going to completely follow exactly the same papers that I've used on this one. So I think if we start off by looking at the back, I've used this vintage map, and I'm not quite sure which one that is underneath. We will find out. So let me try and remember which one it's in. And if Belinda's here, I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but I have an idea. It's in the Sir Vagabond, but I might be wrong. Probably am. It was last week, wasn't I? Let's have a look. What have I got? Yeah, there it is. Phew, that's a relief. Right, it's in the Sir Vagabond, and that is the one that I've used on the very back. Don't know what I've used underneath. You were sorry? You say hello to Wendy? No, I didn't. Hello, Wendy. Wendy can comment. She can. I wonder if it's because we're using StreamYard now. I wonder if that's what's made the difference. Right, underneath we've got that one. Now I've got to try and find it. Yeah, I think Facebook's just broken. Well, you might be right there. I can't remember. Cup of tea. She wants a cup of tea. I'm going to be all night now looking for the right paper. I've just looked at that. It's cold and wet in Cape Town. Oh, that's not good. We've had a lot of rain over the last couple of days, haven't we? Yes. But it's not too bad now. Very windy and wet on Monday. Yeah. I'll tell you when I've found it. Oh, what sort of idiot am I? Oh, the best kind. The best kind. It's actually on the same page. Oh, well, thanks, guys. You've been really helpful there. Appreciate that. So she knows it should
can be seen.
D. Hello, D. Yes, I can see you.
I'm trying to see.
Right.
Oh, no,
I need more room. Okay, right, so let's turn that round so I can see what I'm doing. And this is 8 by 10, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, where's orange thread come from? Right, so let's cut that down to 8 inches by 10 inches. Let's fit that on the back. I'll cut it down a little bit. Okay, let's stick that down now. Guess what I haven't done?
Do tell.
Put the lid on my glue.
Oh.
Oops. Okay. Pop that on there.
You need glue, pumpkin.
No, the glue's fine. Just stick that down. Okay, and then the one to go underneath is 10 by 2.5. Let's glue that down. Which is this piece, which of course is the bit that I was looking for that I couldn't find because, you know. Yeah. 10 by 2.5, just under. Right, so that's going to go on here like that. Oh, for goodness sake. More Butterfingers tonight.
Oh, that's on Max.
Oh, God, no. Right, I know this is off camera, but I've just got to put this where I can see it.
Pardon?
Well, no, to stick the bottom bit on.
Oh.
I'll show you in a minute. Need to put a bit more glue under there. Right. Okay, so I've got the underneath done and I've got the back done, which now means that all of the outside bit is now matted and done. So we've got the covers done all the way round, all the way round. Okay, now what I want to do is have a look at inside. So we need to finish off this bottom bit, and then I want to do these side bits. Now these side bits I know I used a map for, and I'm pretty certain that the bottom of that bit was, oh, that one, but let me just double check. Right, okay, so on the bottom of that I've got some of this lined paper, so let me just find that. Oh, that one. So I'm going to want to cut that at 10 by about 2.5 to give us an overlap. So let's cut this down first. Okay, still a bit long. Let's make a mark. Oops. Perfect. Right, let's glue that down. Where's my glue? Has anybody seen it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Right, now we've got to do these two sides, both of those. So I used some of the map paper that I'm pretty certain was in Sir Vagabond.
Ryan says, I wish they did a bigger bottle of glue.
You're sorry?
Ryan says, I wish they did bigger bottles of that glue.
They do. They've just started doing the thinner PVA in a 500 milliliter bottle, which is quite good.
Not the 3D on that.
No. Okay, so 8 inches. Let's cut. That down to there. sure that fits. Yep. Right. So the first thing we've got to do is, and I'm going to cut it to start on this side, and then I'm going to work my way over. So the first thing that I need to cut is that one, which is 2.5 inches, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at just under 1/2 inch. So what did I say? 2.5. So I'm going to put this upside down to do this one. So 2.5. Pop that there. Right, let's glue that on. God, I wish this wasn't so big. Right, I'm going to swap my trimmers over now, because I do find the little thinner bits easier on the smaller trimmer. Right. Okay, so that's that one in, and now we've got to do those 5. So let's cut these at just under 1/2 inch. So that's 1, 2, 3. I still haven't got any good blades.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh,
4, 5. So we'll glue those on before we do the rest of it. Let's get my book back. Oh God, this is a balancing act, this is. Don't get them all mixed up. I know the first time I did this, I did about 10 and I got them all out of order, which really didn't help. Right, I'm going to work round that way. And now I've got them out of order again and I don't know which is which. Make sure that fits. 2.
finally we knew someone who was good at jigsaws.
3. See, I've got these mixed up already. Does that one go in next? 1. Or does that one go in first?
Yeah, that one.
That one. Are you sure?
Well, the one I'm, yeah.
2.
Yeah, then that one.
No, that can't be right because of that. So that one must go 2. Right, this is exactly why it's a case of do as I say, don't do as I do. Right, that's right now, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's glue them in.
Quick. Before they move.
Okay. One.
Now that's what part of the map is that? Is it Tokyo?
Oh, she's funny.
I don't understand.
No, I think we've drifted away from that a bit.
I don't understand.
No. And I can't even tell you.
What?
But Mel's in quite a lot of trouble right now.
Oh.
I'm going to have to explain to him now, Mel, what that's all about. And you know what? I'm blaming you totally.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him.
Well, you probably know the answer.
Tokyo.
Yeah. Oops. Do you know, last night we go over to my dad's on a Tuesday night and take his shopping. And as people will tell you, especially poor Tracy Tilley, I've been saying for probably the best part of the year that I'm going to do a Magic of Oz book because I bought, that's the wrong one. That should be going there. Because I bought the Graphic 45 Magic of Oz papers when they came out, and I had this intention to do a book. And the book never really, I didn't quite ever get off the ground. I knew what I wanted to do. And it ended up as the Fairy Wings book. So if you're not too new, you'll remember the Fairy Wings book. And ever since then, I've been stuck with all these papers and nothing's really kind of clicked. Because normally I'll look at papers and I'll know what I want to do with the book. Not always, but most of the time. And we were in the car last night on the way to my dad's and it suddenly came to me. Which is most bizarre. So watch this space because, you know, sometime in the next year I might actually get around to doing it. I know. Well, I'll tell you, if it works, what I'm thinking, it's going to be worth the wait. But it depends because, you know, I get these great ideas and then... Right, okay. I'm quite pleased with that. Now I've got them all right. So that side's done, okay? Now I need to do this side. So another 5 and then 2.5. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. And cut out another 5. And let's see if I can keep them in order, shall we? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And then 2.5. Okay. Might as well start with the easy one.
That way.
Well, yeah, that would probably help. Right, let's pop that down on there. Probably should just check the size first, but as it happens, it's spot on, which is lucky. Okay, right.
Mary Hodgson says hi.
Hi, Mary. Right. I'll tell you what. I hope you're not bored with this, because I know we don't generally go into this level of decorating when we're making books.
Usually homework.
It's usually your homework, but because it's tight on the paper, I'm doing a lot with you. So if you want to go off and do your own thing, go off and do your own thing. Really, Dee? Isn't it boring you to tears? Mind you, I should think probably for a lot of you, it's slowing me down. So that's probably a bonus. Not that I think I'm particularly fast, but I guess I must be. No worries, Mary, you're not late. Really need to get a better blade in that trimmer. It's shocking. It's a good job this can look distressed. Oh, that's all right, Liz. Good. Mark must be a bit bored tonight because there's no...
Yeah, I said at the beginning I was...
Yeah, there's no measurements for you to type in today. If you weren't in class on Sunday, I hope you like our new format. Belinda put me onto this absolutely brilliant app called StreamYard, which doesn't make any difference to you in terms of what you're looking at, but in terms of how it works for you, but it does make a big difference to us. And what it does is we can write down the measurements and put them on screen, as well as in the comments.
Like that.
Yep, like that. And Mark can take comments and, like if it's a question, and can pop it on the screen as well. Not that I'm likely to see and remember because I'm just focused on what I'm doing, but... Oh, and we get the logo as well, which is cool. And I'm sure there is lots and lots and lots more we can do with it than we've realised yet. But I think it's going to make it a whole lot slicker. And then, of course, the only difficulty... Nothing's 2.5, Liz. Mark's just showing you how this new system works. So that in the future you can, you'll be able to see the... I'm
sure there are many things that are 2.5 inches though.
Well, yeah. Straubs.
Don't talk to me about...
Oh, yeah, Straubs, they're all mine. Straubs are 2 inches. What happened when you had a Straub the other day, Mark? I can't talk now because I'm going to eat this Straub.
That happened.
Yeah. Right. I'm putting that away for a minute because now I want to decorate up. Sorry, I shouldn't talk in my mouth. Talk amongst yourselves a minute.
Oh, eat some more of those, dear.
Shut up, it's cheeky so-and-so. This paper. This one out of exactly. Strobs are dangerous beasties. Right, this paper out of Sir Vagabond. I love these colours. These are just my favourite colours. These tealy blues and.
Oh, super.
Hey. Oh, brilliant. Hi, Sue. Right. So what I'm going to do now. Do you remember we made these a couple of weeks ago? I don't know even how long ago that was. Max has been licking these. They seem to have weathered it okay. We're going to decorate these up before we put them in our book. He's distressing them, yes, indeed. So I can see here that what I've done is I've taken that bit plus that bit. And then the next page. Right, so if you are following me at all, good luck with that. First of all, I'm just going to use a little trimmer because it's easier tonight. We are going to cut this at just under 10 inches. And the first thing that I'm going to cut down here is just under ½ an inch, because that little tiny bit is going to go there. Okay, might just cut that down a little bit. Actually, it's just ever so slightly too wide. So let's glue that in there. So this is where my book comes up. This bit down here, as soon as you open up the book, this is this part of the spine. So I'm just going to glue that on there like that. Like that. And the page is 4 inches. So I'm going to cut this next bit at just under 4 inches. Just going to slightly trim that down. Oh dear, I really need to get right this week. I need to get some new blades.
Someone said that hobby crafters.
Oh, have they? I was going to go there tomorrow. I normally sell them. I've just run out, and they're not that easy to come by at a reasonable price, to be honest with you. So I haven't got any in stock, otherwise I'd have stolen them. Right, okay, so let's pop that on there.
Yourself, you mean? Bought them off yourself?
Yeah, bought them off myself. I do that quite a lot, especially with glue. Okay, let's glue that down onto there.
Oh. This says something counselling. You have to put in all these or just type this up.
I know, that's the trouble, isn't it? Although I have to say I've got better at it and using papers. But then again, I'm choosing stuff that, you know, I know I'm going to do something with. Have you seen the new Graphic 45? Hi, Belinda. We're just talking about you. Have you seen the new Graphic 45? The sneak peek from today. The forgot what it's called. Already. Midnight Tale. Oh boy. Might possibly. Nah. No might possibly about it. Definitely going to be doing a book with that. We're just talking, Belinda, and this is your fault. And I am not, no bones about it. This is totally your fault. How difficult it is to cut up these papers, all of these papers, because they're just too nice. And it is your fault. So, you know. Right, now I'm going to cut these. Now, you see here, I've cut this one out of a different paper. I'm going to cut it out of this paper so that it follows through all the way. But I'm not going to stick that one down until afterwards when we've put our pages in. So I'm going to put it in a safe place. I know, hilarious. I'll lose it. So let me cut this one at just under 4. Yeah, I should think you do. Oh, or am I? No, I'm not. That's why see, I'm too clever for my own good. That's why I didn't do it all the way through, because then I wouldn't have had enough for the 2 opposite pieces. So ignore that bit. That's why I cut it from a different one. So that's going to... Right, just bear in mind that when you're sticking these down, okay, this is going to go at different... So this is the page that you see as soon as you open up, all right? So when you flick that page down, I don't know what that was, to have these, you know, following on from each other, you are going to have to put it upside down. I know that's a little bit odd, but you are. So it's the right way up. Turn it over as if you turned your book over, you turn your page over, and now we're going to put that on. So it's going to look like it's upside down, but it isn't, not really. See, did you see, Belinda? I was just saying, Mark's got the hang of this this StreamYard app. Like it very much, so thank you for that. Yeah, extremely annoyingly so. Oh, you've also missed out on the measuring straws, but other than that, it's been quite a non-eventful night. I actually haven't made any mistakes tonight, which is good. I shouldn't have said that. Right, okay, so let's put that one on there. So as you can see, that's upside down, but it really isn't. Okay, so this one is going to go on my next page like that. I just need to cut it down a little bit. Yeah, well, there hasn't been a lot of banter. We've been quite sensible, to be honest. There's been no drinking. Where's Ellie?
I think everyone's crafted out.
Yeah, we had an absolutely mad weekend, didn't we?
Yeah. Good
fun.
It was.
Is Sue in the house tonight?
Sue was earlier, yeah.
Sue Williams.
Oh, I haven't seen Sue Williams. She should be.
She should be. Okay, so those are going to open up like that. So now, what goes on here? Good question. Absolutely no idea. Now you see, this time obviously I had more to go on, so that does follow through. You see, you don't. The thing is with this is you're not going to notice so much. I think if you. This is more about what are you doing with the bottom of that screen?
They're having a drink.
Oh, okay. I like the coffee idea.
It's tea.
You didn't notice that, did you? See? So it's not until I told you. Anyway, right, let's find that paper. Yes. Sue, can I tell them about today? Because the nicest thing happened today.
It did. And I came home.
And then you came home, yes. Well, it wasn't bad you not coming home. I mean, it's never. It's always nicer when you're here, but you know, you got to work. I understand that.
Yeah.
That one. Okay, so it's on the back of. No, we don't need her, do we? Right.
So it says yes.
Good. There was a knock at the door this afternoon, and I popped downstairs, and there was a lady at a distance.
It wasn't the police this time.
No, it wasn't the police this time. It was Sue. And Sue had brought me the most beautiful, I'm going to put a picture in the group, the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bouquet of flowers, because we had quite a mad weekend, and it was good fun. And Sue was very, very kind. Right, I'm not going to cut this all the way because I can't remember what we need and what we don't. So let's cut this first one at 4. Next one at just under half. I'm going to guess this is terrible, these blades. They're absolutely shocking. I will get some tomorrow. And I can't complain anymore. And then another one at just under 4. Okay. Right. So I'm going to put this safe until we've put the bits in the book. Yes, I know, that's what worries me. Okay, so that's page 1. So that means that this one goes there. I need to cut that down just a little bit. This really is as blunt as a blunt thing. It's terrible. I've got distressed edges now for sure.
It's as sharp as marble.
Ain't that sharp, darling? Oh, look, it's the supervisor. Oh, Belinda. I haven't commented on it yet, but there was a piece in your group that I saw today, and I think it was a shadow box with the supervisor. Gorgeous. Have you all joined Belinda's group? Because I tell you, there are some stunning pieces in there. Right, okay, next one. Why have I only got 3? I need 4. Oh, God, I bet Max has eaten one.
It's eating everything else.
Blooming has.
Very nice. How's Max? Is he settling in?
He is. I was actually telling everybody on Saturday, we've had a bit of an issue with Max. We haven't really talked about him too much because he's been quite poorly. And he nearly died. About a year ago, if we'd been in the same position, we would have lost him because he contracted, I don't even know how you kind of, this particular cat disease that is just for young cats, called FIP, which has always been a killer. Once a cat's diagnosed, which is very difficult to diagnose, by the way, but once a cat is diagnosed with FIP, they've always had to be put to sleep. But there is a new medication out, which we managed to get. He's been taking it for 10 days. And he is a different cat. Now, the difficulty that our vets had trying to diagnose him is because he hasn't been off his food. He's been eating like a horse. Anyway.
Lorraine must want to feed.
Oh, so you know all about it. Turns out he was off his food because this cat can eat like no other cat I have ever met in my life. I tell you, it's phenomenal the amount that he gets through.
More than the other two.
He put together.
He
eats like a flipping horse. Anyway, we've got his first blood test at the weekend, and he was severely jaundiced. I mean, he was bright yellow. But tonight, for the first time, I looked in his ears and he's not yellow anymore. So it looks like this medication is working. Yeah, it looks like he's on the mend. But that was just a little bit cruel after the beginning of the year, really, with Ruby and Loki, just to, you know, have another one. Right, what comes next? Oh, I like this one. I know which one this one's off. Right, next is this lovely, lovely blue map of London, which means it's Lady Vagabond. So let's go and find it. I still don't know where my other thingy is. I'm going to have to make another one. Or did I only make... I don't know. There it is. Oh, this, Belinda, this is my favourite. And you have no idea how hard it was not finding the right place for it in the book, because I really wanted to use it. This was my... Oh, just love that one. Right, okay. So how does this go? Let's have a look. Okay. Right. Well, it looks like I've cut it for just under a half. So that needs to go up there and not be lost. And 4 again.
Ruth said she's got behind, so she's just going to heckle.
That's fine, you heckle. Oh no, that's that one goes on there. Yeah. Belinda, what's the story behind the houses? Because I loved when we had our question and answer session and you told us all about the doors. So what's the story behind the houses? Hi, Cypher. Right, I might have to just very quickly make up another one of these because I have no idea where it is. Well, it's probably underneath something.
Cat.
Oh. I don't know. I'll make one up really quickly. Talk amongst yourselves. Belinda can tell us about the houses. Wow. I love the houses. I'm always a sucker for houses. Oh, it was my scissors I dropped. Is he chasing them? Have you spent much time in London? Belinda? I'm guessing you have.
More than me.
Right, I had my bone folder earlier. I still haven't found my little one. You're all in the naughty corner.
They are, because I didn't mean them in the room. Although,
why do you think you should be in the naughty corner too? Why? What have you done?
Linda says getting crowded in the article.
I'm saying nothing.
Where's Ellie?
I don't know.
I don't know why I bought that.
Oh, she's probably got some PTA stuff on tonight or something.
On a Wednesday.
Belinda, can you help Sally? Mark, can you put that question up that Sally's just asked about the book boxes?
Okay.
Yeah, just in case Belinda can help with that. Oh, please help me with the straws.
I think you've had maybe 20.
I haven't.
Oh.
I haven't because I got sidetracked.
I had one.
Yeah, and look what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, let's pop that on there. Oh, we should have cut that down. Oh, well, never mind.
Alison says, what size did you just cut?
What, my paper, this is 4 inches. So that's 10 and that's 4. So I've cut it at 9 7/8 by 3 7/8. Right. Okay, so the last one, as I recall, is, and I've probably got some somewhere. That one.
3 7/8.
Yeah, 9 7/8 by 3 7/8. See. Yep, that's exactly the right size. God, I'm good at this. Purely accidentally. Right, last one.
Ruth has never eaten.
Oh, there you go, Sally. There's your answer. Thank you, Belinda. You can come again. Do we need to eat when we only have straws? Well, we do if we want to eat all of the things, yeah. Oh, I should have cut this down as well. It's ever so slightly. You might have to cut it ever so slightly under the 9 7/8. It might need to be slightly less. Right, okay. Right, so now those are all cut and decorated. And now it's time to put them in our book. So we've got our hinges here, these 4 hinges, which it might help if you just manipulate them a little bit, because remember they've got to kind of like go backwards and forwards quite easily on their own. It will get easier over time. But the first thing that I want you to do, spines, hinges, is I want you to just nip off the corners. Mitre them, not kinky mitre, Mel. Just mitre them. I know she did. So I don't know if you can see what I've done, but I've just taken off the edge at an angle up to where it meets the spine. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay. And now this is going to be fun because I'm doing this. Even though I'm left-handed, I cut right-handed. So wielding scissors this way around is really weird.
Read that as dangerous.
Yeah, that too. Right, okay, so I've mitered those. You can see there what I've done. Now, when I'm putting in, because this is just like putting pages in a book, it's no different. So I always find it's easier to start from the back and work my way forwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put, because remember that these pages have got holes in them, basically, they're round. That is going to slip onto there like that, okay? That's how it goes in the book. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue onto both sides of the back spine, and then we're going to put this bit, this page open. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a book slip, really, for want of a better description. So I'm going to put some glue all the way down that hinge on both sides. And I'm going to slip this on, but I don't want to push it directly up to the spine. I want to have a little bit of a gap, maybe about between 1/8 and 1/16 of an inch, okay? Away from the edge of the hinge, because that's going to help it to lie flat. So I've lined it up with the sides of my book there, and I'm going to glue that there. I've got a look, I've seen this cut on my finger. I don't know what it is. It appeared this morning. It's like a paper cut, but it's not. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that that is stuck on both sides, and that is our first page in. Now I'm going to put the next one in exactly the same way, okay? I thought I put that on the wrong way around then. That just would have been the icing on the cake, wouldn't it?
I did just say to you, mention it.
I know, but you know. I do. Right, so glue on the hinge. Oops. And I'm going to slip. Make sure you get it the right way up. So this is a little, what's the word I want? It feels a little bit weird because we're putting it on upside down, but there is a good reason for that. So I'm popping that on there, and I'm going to line it up. Make sure that that lines up nicely on top, and leave again a gap at the very, very bottom of about 1/8 of an inch, something like that. Now you can see why it needs to be upside down, so that that follows all the way through. Okay. So next page, or book slip, or whatever the heck we're calling these pages, I have no idea. Book slips, I think, is probably the best way to describe them. Remember, again, this is going to be a little bit weird because this is upside down, but that page is the right way up. And that's going to go on there like that. Line it up. Leave again a gap at the bottom of about 1/8 of an inch.
Sleeve.
A sleeve. Yes, I like that.
That's from Faith.
Well done, Faith. That's what we're going to call it.
Top of the class.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one on the last hinge. Exactly the same way.
Well, it says it's a pocket.
Yeah, it is actually a pocket to slip. Yeah, it's all of those things. Okay, right, remember, this is upside down. That's the right way up. This is the one that Max has obviously licked. Okay. But you can see here now, those line up. That follows through. That will follow through in a minute when I stick that bit on there. And that follows through. Okay? So that is our sleeves, pockets, whatever in. Now, all I'm going to do is just take these bits that we cut earlier and put them in the right place. So, for instance, this one goes in here.
Yeah. It's a pocket you've always selected.
Yeah, one of them. Let's pop that in there. And that one goes in there. See, so that's the top of that keyhole. So that all lines up.
And it wasn't an accident.
No. Okay, so I need to just add one in there and one in the back. So I can pick pretty much what I like. In fact, I'm going to use this one. So let me just, or could use that. Oh. Decisions.
When they says you get confused and has to write it on the back of the hand.
That's quite a sensible idea, actually.
Yes.
Okay. Right, glue. Pop that in there. It is actually, Liz. Who was I talking to this week when I said I felt like this book was cursed? Because, I don't know, I can't remember who it was. But it was just like, it's one of the, I don't know. Nothing just seems to have been easy. When in the class, it just doesn't, that isn't even straight. See, I spoke too soon.
Why wait?
It's not straight. Now glued it to my trimmer. Let's just trim that down a bit.
Oh, then just put it strips in the same place.
Yeah.
No, she can't find them.
Sounds about right.
A bit like yours, do.
Yep, I'm always losing mine. Or and oh, mind you, Sue, if Sue Cass is here, she won't mind me mentioning this. Is that we made this big pop-up, the Woodland Tales book, and I'd used this particular mushroom paper in it, which I rather liked, and Sue was trying to follow and couldn't work out why she hadn't got enough mushroom paper, because we'd all had the same. And the reason that Sue didn't have enough mushroom paper was that she'd liked it so much she'd used it on another project and just not even thought about it. So there you go. Oh, it was Faith. Yeah, I know. But tonight's good. So I'm hoping that we're back on track. Right, look at this. So we've now got our pages in. All done. We've got all of the decoration done. So what I want to do next week is work on the front of the book.
Rizwana says hi, by the way.
Hi, Rizwana.
Just in time.
We'll make the pockets with the magnetic closures. We'll make the what do you call it, the handles. We'll do all of that. So I know I told you that I'll tell you what, I'm going to really upset poor Tracy now, but I told you I was going to tell you what you can fussy cut, but I'm not. Apologies, huge apologies. We'll have to do the fussy cutting next week. Right, there we go. I'm happy with that. Wasn't too onerous tonight. Wasn't too bad.
Quite laid back.
Tracy, lovely, I know, I'm sorry. I'll tell you what you can do. Right, now I fussy cut everything. You didn't need to be truthful. You're not going to need every piece that you fussy cut unless you really like putting things on that you fussy cut. So just for you, I will tell you that you can fussy cut this. So the back sheet of your Sir Vagabond. Okay, you can fussy cut that. And you can also, out of your Lady Vagabond, you can fussy cut both front pages of these. Okay, so things like this, all of it. So you can fussy cut the 2 pages like that. You might not need them all, but you know, and then you can fussy cut that as well. Okay, so that can be your homework.
I'm not a fussy cutter, she's a fussy cutting wife.
Yes, dear. All right, so there you go. So everybody's happy now, even me. Oh yes, so yeah. Yeah, well, do you know what? The thing is, we've all done that, haven't we, really? All right, so we are getting there. I am happy with this. Makes a change. So back here next Wednesday, and we're going to do the outside. We're going to do the handles, and we're going to do the accordion pockets, which will take a bit of faffing. It's not difficult. It's just you've got to concentrate. So don't do it in class with me, because I know what you lot are like. You can do it the day after. So it's starting to come together now. It's starting to look good. See you on Wednesday. If you're with me on Friday in crafting together, we're going to do a little bit more of our storyteller book. And I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
Right, guys, thank you ever so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Lots of love from us. Bye.
Oh.